Do you know that the devil roams the streets in human form, and you can never truly know who the devil is? Hi fam, welcome back to my channel and happy new year. This year will be so favorable for us. Amen. So let's dive into the story. Let's meet Kanayo, a young man of Afure land. A young man who have his head up on his neck. He's so handsome and smart, and above all, a very kind man. To Kanayo, his riches is not a weapon of destruction. Rather, it was a weapon of kindness. He runs a big company and an orphanage home, where he pours out his love to children picked up from the streets. He was a father to many, but with all this, Kanayo knew that he needed a wife. Not just a wife, but a mother to his orphanage kids and every other kids out there that needed help. The orphanage have a young and dedicated matron, beautiful and full of life, always ready to serve. She works hard and hand in hand with Kanayo, and she takes care of the orphanage in the absence of Kanayo, and her name was Ifoma. If beauty was a person, then it would be Ifoma. And did I tell you that Kanayo have lots of enemies? Yes, he does. Business rivals that can't wait to see him drop to nothing in the business world. And one of them is Mr. Frank, CEO of Frankie Real Estate. The fact that Kanayo always ranks the chart when it comes to real estate annoys him so bad. Why always him all the time? Am I not good enough? Of course I am good, and I will prove it. This is always Frank's thoughts. At Kanayo's home, he sat down sipping from a glass of wine one hot afternoon, thinking about what to eat and how to start cooking it, when he heard his door. Gosh, who could that be this hot afternoon? He said, as he made his way to open the door, and it was his friend, Eric. Jesus, this Ashawo man, don't you have a home or what? Why are you here to bug my life now? Kanayo said jokingly as they shook hands. Get out of my way, guy. If I don't disturb your life, who will? And by the way, why are you home by this time of the day? Eric asked. And I hope you have food in this house, because I am starving, he said as he made his way into the kitchen. Guy, kuku dey come out of there because there is no food in this house. In fact, I am starving like you sef. And why you no carry food come? Abi I look like chef to you? Kanayo responded. You see this life, if hunger no kill you, nothing else will kill you, Eric said to Kanayo. Guy, go and marry now, make I dey see food chop abeg. I take God beg you. You fine, you tall, you get nice shape, and you come get money. Normally, Eric added as they both burst into a thunderous laughter. After the laugh, but on a serious note, guy, you really need a woman in your life, even if na ordinary girlfriend. Haba, they do you. Eric added. Eric, my guy, you talk true, but you know I don't need just any girl. I want someone that shares the same vision with me, someone that understands life from the same perspective, someone that understands and values humanity, and not just any random girl, Kanayo said thoughtfully. Oh yeah now, kuku mode your own girl now, Eric joked. But seriously, have you ever thought about Ifoma? Yeah. Which Ifoma? Kanayo asked. The same Ifoma both of us know now. Your matron at the orphanage. Look at her. She falls into that category of girl you just described. Guy, abeg, comot Ifoma from this equation, abeg. Yes, she is good at her job and also good with the kids, but that is why she's being paid now. And I have never thought about her that way. Kanayo responded. See, from today, begin to look at her that way. But for now, let us carry our sorry hungry ass to go look for food. But just know that Ifeoma looks at you that way. Together, they went out to grab food. Tomorrow at the orphanage, on Kanayo's arrival, Ifeoma rushed to welcome him cheerfully as usual and led him into his office. Kanayo sat down on his chair, lost in thought as he stared at Ifeoma, recalling Eric's word. Just know that Ifeoma looks at you that way, he recalled. Could it be why she smiles too much when she sees me? But wait, is that why she dressed so fine? But Ifeoma have always been smiling and always dresses fine. Oh my God, how can I allow Eric's words get into my head? He mentally smacked himself as Ifeoma's voice brought him back to earth because it seemed as though he traveled to the space. Is there any problem, sir? You seem lost, or did I do something wrong? Ifeoma asked. Oh no, Ifeoma, I just remembered something. You can go back to your office, Kanayo said and dismissed her. Kanayo couldn't shake off the fact that his own employee might be having feeling for him, which he believed is inappropriate and wouldn't indulge in any form of office romance. Later that day, Ifeoma in her office was busy smiling to herself. I think he likes me too. I mean, why else would he be staring at me that way? Oh my God, girl, you are about to get noticed. She smiled to herself. The truth is that Ifeoma really loved Kanayo, her boss. And no, it's not because of money, but she was scared to tell him. But now, she felt that lines were beginning to fall in her favors. But are they? Regardless, she needed to focus on her job. The job that pays her, or else she go lose job and still no get man no, she told herself. Eric, on the other hand, never seized any opportunity he gets to remind Kanayo that Ifeoma would make a good choice of a wife. This girl is fine. Just take your time and check her out now. And she's devoted to her job and the kids. She's very smart too and can help handle your numerous businesses with her intellectual input. What else can a man ask for? Eric would always tell Kanayo. But wait Eric, since you think that Ifeoma is a babe and more, why not marry her? Or are you not old enough to marry a wife? Kanayo asked. Abeg o, you are the one that wants to get married. And as for me, how can I leave all these hot babes in town and just be with one woman? Only one woman for the rest of my life. Haba, I'm still young to belong to only one woman o. See me, see cute guy. Just one woman. Abeg, that's not me. Eric joked. 2 weeks later, Kanayo had a dinner meeting to attend and must come with a +1. So he decided to go with Ifeoma, who by the way accepted to go with him. Kanayo sent Ifeoma a package containing an expensive lovely red gown, a pair of shoes, and a classy purse to complement it. He also had a makeup artist sent over to Ifeoma's house to help her get ready. He was to pick her up by 6 p.m. for the dinner. At 6 p.m., Kanayo was parked outside of Ifeoma's apartment waiting for her while on his phone. As Ifeoma stepped out, Kanayo looked up, dumbstruck and speechless of the beauty in front of him. He had never, ever seen her look this pretty and elegant. Good evening, sir. Ifeoma started to ease off the awkward moment and stares. You look stunning, Kanayo stuttered, not knowing what else to say as he has been caught staring. Ifeoma smiled and responded, you look handsome too. As they drove to the dinner, there was an awkward silence. None of them talked to each other, and Kanayo could not help but to steal a glance. The party was full of high and mighty in the business world, and Frank, his number one rival, was there already, enjoying the spotlight as he was being interviewed by the media. But as soon as a black luxurious Porsche car drove in and Kanayo stepped out, all attention went to him. Frank folded his fist in anger, wishing to punch Kanayo on the face so hard as the media rushed to Kanayo to interview him. Frank saw the lady Kanayo came with and how beautiful she is. He became more angry. How come he gets everything? He cursed. I will make you regret putting me on a sideline, Kanayo. Kanayo and Frank's rivalry started way back from university days when they both ran for the school president position and Kanayo won. Since then, it has been rival upon rival. After the party, Kanayo dropped Ifeoma home and couldn't take her beautiful image off his head. How she looked in the red dress. Gosh, I think I'm going crazy, Kanayo said to himself. From that day, he started looking at Ifeoma differently, and it is safe to say that he has been caught up in his own policy of not dating an employee. But yeah, some rules needs to be broken. I think I'm beginning to see what you said about Ifeoma, Kanayo said to Eric on one of their boys out together. I told you, man, just do and get married. I want to be a best man already. Hey, abeg, just calm down now, calm down. I've not even asked her out yet and you're already talking about wedding. Not even sure if she will accept, Kanayo said. What will be the color of the day? What will be the color of our suit? Because the Ifeoma I know will say yes even before you are done proposing. Eric said. Kanayo decided to try his luck with Ifeoma. I mean, what is the worst that can happen? Kanayo invited Ifeoma for lunch at one expensive restaurant. He was kind of nervous. After they had a lovely and delicious meal, he began. Ifeoma, we've worked together for a long time now, and I know you are one of the most amazing ladies, if not the best. I know this comes so suddenly, but you know, I'm always straight to the point. Please, will you be my girlfriend and possibly my wife? Ifeoma opened her mouth and eyes in shock, staring at the man seated in front of her. No, she responded to Kanayo. I won't be your girlfriend. That wasn't the response Kanayo expected. Ifeoma had loved him so, why say no? He thought. How can you be this straightforward? That is not exactly how to weigh a woman, Kay. At least make me blush with your words. Make me feel that butterfly feeling in my tummy so I won't be your girlfriend until you ask me out properly. But for now, let's eat, Ifeoma said, while secretly smiling to herself. Kanayo smiled too and responded, I am sorry I took you by surprise. I am not just good with all these romance stuffs, but for you, I will change that. They had a lovely evening together, gisting and talking about everything and anything. It felt so real to Kanayo and not the usual boss and employee kind of feeling. The next day at Kanayo's office. What? Guy, you did what? Just see how you fall my hand. Ordinary to sweep a woman off her feet. You know fit, K. So you didn't learn anything from me all these years. Eric mocked Kanayo with laughter. Guy, don't make it look more bad than it is now. Well, in my defense, I'm not a Casanova like you, and I'm used to going straight to the point, Kanayo defended. Mr. Straight to the point, This is not a business pitch where you go straight to the point. Now, listen to your master and learn. Invite her out for a dinner date and please ask her nicely. Make a reservation at a very cozy and nice restaurant. Abeg, abeg, abeg. Kanayo interrupted him. Don't give me this your ashawo boy advice. I will do this the Kanayo way. Kanayo said to him, no go and disgrace me the second time. They both laughed. 2 days later, being Saturday, Kanayo called Ifeoma to invite her out to somewhere special the next day, which is Sunday. And she accepted. Just wear something casual and free, he told her. He came to pick her up with a bunch of beautiful flowers. You look amazing, he complimented. Thank you, Kay. You look good too. They drove off to somewhere only Kanayo knows. It was a beautiful and serene environment, filled with nature and calmness, an atmosphere that sent peace down your spine, a place away from the bustling of the city. This is my favorite place, and I come here anytime I want to be alone, Kanayo said. It is a beautiful place, I must say, Ifeoma responded. Kanayo had actually planned a picnic and everything was already set up and looked so beautiful. When did you plan all this, Kay? It looks so amazing. Ifeoma blushed. Well, I had it all set up before we even left town. Just have a seat, Kanayo said to her. They ate some cookies, drank some wine, and chatted away time. Secretly, Ifeoma was hoping he would ask again, as if luck and the sky heard her prayers. Kanayo reached out to her hands. Ifeoma, I have always wished to have someone very smart and dedicated in my corner. Someone I can boldly share my emotions with and not be ashamed. I know perfection is not possible in humans, but somehow I seek for a perfect woman. And the truth is, that perfection led me to you, Ifeoma. Even though I know you are not perfect, but you are perfect for me. I would love to sleep every night beside you and wake up every morning beside you. So please, would you do me the honor of doing life with me? Be my wife, Ifeoma, and I promise to love you as long as I live. Ifeoma kept staring at him, making him sweat nervously. And then she burst into laughter, which even made him more nervous. Oh, my Kay, must you always be this straightforward? So it's not girlfriend now, but wife. Oh my God. Who asked someone to marry him first without any form of dating? But yes, I will marry you. And I've always loved and I still love you, Kay. Kanayo felt so relieved. You gave me quite a scare. He said, sorry, I have no ring because I didn't plan to ask you to be my wife. I only wanted you to be my girlfriend, but for now. But I said to myself, why wait, Kanayo? Why wait? And here we are. They hugged each other passionately. Kanayo narrated everything to Eric, who was so happy for him and Ifeoma. And the wedding preparation kicked off immediately. Their wedding was everything classy, all shade of beauty. The high and mighty in town and the neighboring town were all present, except Frank, of course, who was so upset to even watch the news because everything online and on the news is all about Kanayo and Ifeoma's wedding. But on the other hand, he was happy. Happy that now Kanayo have a weakness he can use against him, which is his wife. Frank thought, smiling with so much mischief written all over his face. Hey guys, thank you for sticking around till this point. I really appreciate that. And if you've not subscribed, please do well to subscribe. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much. I really appreciate. Please turn on your notification bell to get notified when next we post another video. The part 2 of this story will be coming up very soon. Don't miss it for anything. We are going to unravel everything that needs to be unraveled together. And until we come your way next time, ECHE'S signing out. Bye.